What's up, guys? Welcome back. Thanks for joining me on today's adventure. Today's video, we're going to talk about instructions. If you're like me, you're used to seeing a printed piece of paper in the gear box that you buy to show you exactly how to install the product that you purchased. Well, most companies today are cutting costs and they're creating a little QR code that you have to dig through the website, search, find, and then you have to figure out how to open it on your phone, and then you're stuck reading the phone for the duration of the installation. So a lot of times, we'll just lay the equipment out and see if we can just figure it out without the instructions. That, my friends, can get you into trouble. And if you watched my video on the OpenRoad 270-degree awning, you know that Mario and I did just that. We put it together just by looking at the pieces it came with and how we thought it should go together, and we did an install. If you missed that video, by the way, click this link right here. So the issue I ran into by just doing that is with my rooftop tent. It didn't quite allow me to fully use the rooftop tent to its fullest capacity. That discouraged me a little. It kept me from going out and camping and doing the stuff that I love. So I actually thought about maybe getting rid of the rooftop tent and switching to a different sleep system. I did some digging on the website, I found the instructions, and in today's video, we're gonna reinstall that 270-degree awning. I'll show you the problem with the rooftop tent that hopefully that fixes. So stay tuned for more. Hey guys, and if you haven't already, if you like this kind of content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. Now, back to the video.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work like I got vision I don't need to see.
Got the OpenRoad 270 awning. I uninstalled it after we installed it because it was blocking the window support stems on my tent. All right. So if you remember, we had it very close to the tent, not much space, and the awning mounted to the top part of this bracket, which if you measure this, that's about 10 inches, okay? This is incorrect. The way this should be installed is the brackets flipped. You see the standoff that it creates. And this is about 5 inches. So this should lower the height of the awning, create standoff from the tent. It allows me to use those window support stems that stick in the side of the tent and then go up and support the window. So the instructions, they do say to mount the bracket to the awning first and then set the brackets on your bed rack, but we are going to mount the brackets to the bed rack the proper way using 2 long lag bolts and a bracket and 2 self-tightening nuts. This is 13 millimeter, and that's what I've got, and I'm using my impact driver to do it. And now all these bolts and nuts are 13 millimeter.
You definitely got that first one if you just want to. Nope, no problem.
Yep. We gotta turn it right side up this time. We gotta turn the awning right side up this time. Now, I think so we need 6.
Nope. All right, Jeremy, you ready to get shot in?
Yeah. We're kind of doing this right.
Got it. Take care of it. Do that.
We put these brackets, and there's 3 brackets down through here. And I don't know if you can see, there's a crossbar, kind of like how the tent is tied on. It's got long bolts and then a crossbar, and that bolt secures that bracket to the Rebel Offroad XPLOR half-height bed rack. And then there are 4 bolts in the channels on the back side of this awning. It's secure. and this is low enough now to where I should be able to get those support beams in, and I can use all 4 windows on my tent now, which is good, which we'll show that as soon as we get this done. This is always the fun part, is ratchet wrenching, because you can't get an impact driver back here. A key piece of feedback when they make these awnings is just drill your holes about a 1/2 inch higher. Good. All right. Okay, guys, so we got it installed. It is definitely a little lower than whenever I had it installed previously, but I think it's gonna be fine. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna open the tent and then open the awning so I can see if I can get those window support stems on this side and this side. We're just gonna we're gonna open the tent first, and then we'll open the awning. Done this enough times I can actually feel. Oh, it got warm. It's nice cold Sunday, and then it got. Well, those new tents are very nice in how they open, but in the grand scheme of things, this doesn't take that long. Oh, shit. So here it is. It still sits too high.
Let's see what we got here.
It's, if you can see it, it's right here, and it's got to plug in. It might still work. Yeah, I'll show you.
Yeah.
All right, so we're close, but we're close enough to where we just bent the support stem end, and it gets at enough angle so that it goes in the hole right here. And now I can hook it up, hook up the rain fly, and we're good to go. All right, now we'll try this side. If you have all 4 windows open, dear God, it's massive in here.
So the real question is, how well does the awning work with all this wind?
Yeah.
So would you think in all this weather that you'd want to put all of the tie downs on today?
Yeah, well, I don't want
to. You know, if you were going to be more permanently set up?
Yes, I would. I would definitely put tie downs, because the wind can get underneath here and lift these up and blow them around. But we'll put a little bit of extra pressure, upward pressure on it, and that should.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
It's not even moving under this breeze.
Good. What? All right, guys. Hey, so we're done. Thanks for joining us on today's video. As you can see, we got the brackets installed correctly. We still had to kind of bend those windows to support stems for the tent, but Mario did a great job of that, and we've actually got the awning and the tent set up, and those window support stems are working fantastic. So all confidence is restored in the tent. I can't wait to get out and check it out and go. You can see the wind and like how stable it is for the most part. I don't have the guy lines out on the awning, so that's why the legs are kind of blowing around. But that tent stays pretty much in place, and the awning for the most part is staying in place. And this is a pretty. All right, so hey, I can't wait to get out and try the tent. We got some good weather coming up here in mid-Missouri. So that kind of reminds me, if you like this kind of content, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, hit the bell to get notified when I drop new videos. It really helps me out, and I really appreciate everybody that follows along. If you got anything left of your weekend, I know I got a little bit of time, so get out and enjoy it. I know I will, and we'll see you next time on Jack Monkey Overland Adventure.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way.